カードを引くで。
動かすよ。リバースカードオープン。カウンタートラップよ。
Hey, what is up guys? This is Forever Alone Yugioh back again with another Duel Links video. I'm sorry I haven't uploaded often these days. You know, kind of busy in real life, and I also took a break for a couple of months and I came back during Halloween, so not too long ago. And I came back and saw these notifications about ban list. So there's gonna be a more extensive ban list in Duel Links aside from the one that we already had. I think it was Restructure Revolution, right? The one that people use for Thea Burn. And yeah, apparently they're gonna ban, not ban, but limit Champions Vigilance. So today what I'm gonna do is that we're gonna play a little bit of PvP with Champions Vigilance before it got limited. The deck that we're gonna use is not Red Ice, because I don't have the Red Ice deck. I mean, I could try to get it. I mean, I have the gems, but I figure it's not gonna be, I mean, it's not the deck that I would enjoy playing, to be honest. So instead we're gonna go with the old, you know, Kaibaman Blue Ice deck. I mean, it's not the best deck, but yeah, it's just good to see, you know, old deck coming together again. And yeah, this is the deck basically. We play triple Kaibaman, one Spear Kuribo, triple Summoner to search for the Blue Eyes, triple Seer to search for your, not search, but to see your draws, you know, to add one cards basically to get one of your puzzle pieces. Triple Blue Eyes, of course. And look at this sweet Blue Eyes Prismatic Dragon. Damn, I hope they release this one like the original art, but prismatic. Damn, it will be so sweet. Yeah, a triple enemy controller, because this card is just so good. Very versatile cards from the day, you know, from the inception of Duel Links. This card have been in the staple, so to say, of almost every deck, and especially in this deck is really useful because Kaibaman deck can't spam, so this card is really useful for OTKs. Yeah. And of course the card that we will abuse before its demise, Champions Vigilance. We're gonna play 3 of this. One xing, because the thing with Kaibaman is that if your enemy do something to your Kaibaman, for example, you summon your Kaibaman and they econ take it, or they flute gate trap hole it, you're a sitting duck at that point. You can't do anything else if your opponent do anything to your Kaibaman. So we tag this one xing for that, you know, like back rows that we don't want to deal with. Maybe not the most competitive and maybe not the most effective deck. I mean, if you really want to be competitive, I guess you could try to, you know, like build around this, but I don't know. I don't think Kaibaman is that competitive, to be honest. Not back then, not now, for sure. And yeah, let's see how it goes. Of course, we're gonna use the skill reinforcement. What this will do? This skill is basically can be used each time your life point decreased by 1800. Return 1 card from your hand to your deck and draw a random warrior type monster. And the only warrior type monster that we play is, coincidentally, of course not coincidentally, is Kaibaman. Kaibaman is a warrior that we will guarantee to draw with reinforcement. So basically, for our puzzle pieces, we're gonna use Blue Dragon Summoner to search for the Blue Eyes, and reinforcement to look for the Kaibaman. Hopefully we won't get to use the skill, but you know, the skill is there for just in case. And obviously this card is not searchable, otherwise it will be broken as hell. And yeah, let's jump into the PvP screen. I also haven't played PvP today, but I did play a couple days ago, like 2 days ago. Yeah, about 2 days ago. And I picked up 2 loss and 1 win. To be honest, I don't know how I even win, because I went in with a auto duel deck, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Yeah, you know, your standard NPC auto duel deck. And I guess let's just start. And let's see who we'll face against. And we're gonna face a crawler. Oh yeah, and also liking this, I'm loving this Japanese voice, because I grew up with the Japanese VA for the Yu-Gi-Oh anime, so it hits me more, you know, closer to home than the English VA. Obviously, does not apply to everyone. So this guy's playing ninja. I assume this is just like the usual ninja stuff, the trap card. So let's just go with it. Summon Kaibaman and directly go to Blue Eyes. And hopefully that trap card is the ninja trap card, the transformation, if I'm not mistaken. And it's actually not triggerable, so it's not something like Mirror Wall or Econ, which is good, but maybe it's Wall of Disruption? It's not. Because Wall of Disruption can only be triggered during attack declaration, so yeah. Turns out it's not anything. It's just a bait. It's a bluff, man. I got baited. Yeah, I didn't know much about the ninja stuff. I mean, I do have an idea after I saw the card that was released. But yeah, in real life, I don't really play much ninjas aside from I think when Hanzo was released, Grandmaster Ninja Hanzo. The Hanzo was released, I think I played briefly, but not really extensively, because it was kind of a pricey card, that Hanzo, when it was released. And it actually won YCS, I think. I'm not sure, I kind of forgot whether it won or not, like or was it a final or something like that. Basically it topped a YCS. That Hanzo ninja deck when it was released, and it was like no one played ninja at the time. Everyone was like insectors, windups, or I think plant synchro was a thing still. Kind of forgot. And yeah, back into our game. We have that Mass of the Accursed activated. Our Blue Eyes is basically a sitting duck. Our Blue Eyes is pretty much useless. I don't play any back row destruction, so this mask pretty much sealed our Blue Eyes. But we do draw our second econ, which is really good for OTK. I mean, we could try to OTK right now and see how it goes. Let's on first and set one econ and turn our toggle into on, and see whether his back row is activatable. Oh, it is. It's activatable during declaration, so it's probably a Wall of Disruption. My guess will be Wall of Disruption. Yeah, it is. But should I activate econ? We have 2 econ anyway, so might as well use one. We can tribute the Blue Eyes because it's kind of useless, and take the what is that beast called? That Beast of Tall War, and reduce his attack into -16. I'm bad at math, by the way. Yeah, and at least we're gonna score some damage. 800, not bad. And one econ is alright. We have another econ, so, and even if he kill our summoner, we're gonna get our next Blue Eyes, so it's definitely good. And we haven't seen our Champion's Vigilance yet. We do play 3, but we didn't draw any of them, so yeah. Let's see what he play. He play a pretty much beatdown deck at this point. Not that it's actually a bad thing, because in the beginning, you know, everyone started with a beatdown deck. But yeah, I did took a break for at least 4 or 5 months from Duel Links. Reason being is that I think I took a break just right after the World Championship qualifier ended. Reason being is that I was kind of burnt out, I guess, because at the time I did treat Duel Links as something of a kind of competitive thing, you know, something that I really want to get good at without spending any money. Even until now I haven't spent anything on this game. I'm still free to play. But back in the day, at the time during World Championship qualifier, I did try my hardest, even though, you know, with limited amount of gems available, and also I can't really grind that much at that time, also because I did have university to attend to, so I can't really grind like, I know, 8 hours, 9 hours that people do. I did grind at least 4 hours per day though to get those ranks. I did get until the ranks where you get all the I think rewards. Definitely I kind of forgot what was the tier rewards. Basically the one that where you get the prismatics, super rare. I did grind my arse off until that rank. But yeah, after the World Championship qualifier, I think I kind of got burned out, you know, from all those grindings, PVM grindings, PvP grindings, and the game just feels not fun anymore. So I kind of take a step back and uninstalled the game, and yeah, it felt kind of liberating to be honest, because it felt a lot of my free time. You know, usually I could grind like a couple hours just in Duel Links, and suddenly I have this couple of hours, you know, free, not doing anything. It's just kind of nice. But then I heard that they introduced the GX people, you know, the GX characters, and I really love GX. So that kind of intrigues me, so I download the game again, and I really liked it so far. And because the introduction of the GX characters, in my opinion at least, it brings, you know, it brings new wind to the game. Because Duel Links before is just basically PvP grind, and that's it, nothing else. Aside from PvP, you grind some legendary duelists, and that's it, nothing else. Even though right now it's still the same, but at least you have some new things to play with, you know, the GX stuff. For me at least, it's still new for me. Maybe not for you guys who haven't taken a break from the game. Maybe you already, you know, achieve everything, you get everything from the GX characters, but for me it's fairly new. So yeah, and also won't try to treat Duel Links as something that is competitive anymore. So I'll treat this as something that I can enjoy, so something that I play to chill with, you know. We can chill together, you know, play and chat. Maybe we can stream. Yeah, so I'm probably gonna upload more casual stuff aside from, you know, the usual PVM. Not PVM, what am I talking about? There's no monster in here. You know, outside PvP, you know, legendary duelist grinding, I'd probably just upload stuff that is more casual, you know, like right now. Casual PvP, talk with you guys. Not really talk with you guys, it's basically just me talking, rambling about stuff, and you guys listening, I guess, if you guys listen at all. And yeah, so far we are doing good at this game. I think we got this in the bag, even though it really depends on what we gonna excavate from our crystal seer. And let's see what we got. Nice, xing Hu. I think I'd go for xing Hu because we already have the blue eyes anyway, so we don't need the summoner. Though the summoner can be kind of nice for an extra summon, but I'm afraid more of I'm afraid the back row more than than the monster attack, because we do have our summon next turn by using the skill reinforcement. So nice, finally a vigilance. Finally vigilance. This is the first vigilance that we draw, which is kind of weird because we do play 3 and this is the first. Let's check our back row. Because I kind of forgot at this point. And yeah, the next box will be a Gladiator Beast, I think. Yeah, I saw Dan, YT Dan, do like a review about the box. It's gonna be Gladiator Beast. Gladiator Beast Heraclinos will be released. And oh, nice! He got nothing, that back row. So we net our first win of the day. Basically these days I just play PvP for the crawler event, you know, the 3 PvP that you play per day, you get 30 extra books. That's the only reason why I play PvP these days. But I should probably get to Legend at least. I mean, I should test like how the old decks fare. And let's just go into our second match and see how it goes. Tip: why do some cards shine? Well, thank you so much for that tip, Konami. This screen is taking forever to load. Huh. Okay, let's. Okay, what just happened? We got our duel loss. We didn't even get to play and we got our duel loss. A direct L from Konami. Thanks Konami for the L. So we didn't even get to play and we got an L. I don't know whether it's count towards the 3 duels that you have to play for the crawler daily mission. If it does, it's kind of nice, I guess. It you know, it saves you time. So for the next match, who will we play against? Jaden Yuki. Interesting. Alexis versus Jaden. In the anime, I don't think they play that often, right? They did, I think, duel like once, at least during the Sartorius arc, when Alexis dressed all white. She basically changed her attire into like all white because she joined some sort of a cult or something. Aside from that, I don't think they ever dueled, right? Do they? I kind of forgot. Oh, they do once, maybe, before Jaden play against what was his name? Zane. But yeah, that was in the anime. I don't know about the manga, but the manga is definitely better. And nice, this guy set 3 with our Xing who it should be easy game. As Guns Blazing said, easy game, easy life. But yeah, let's just target 2 because he can't activate this in response because he just set all these cards. So should be good. Should be good. Let's see what we draw. Another summoner. So we could afford to go aggressive at this point. There's no reason not to. We also have Kuribo in the hand. Interesting. A toad card. A frog. I haven't seen this in a while. I mean, Toad was not Toad. What am I talking about? Frog was popular back in the day, like 2011 or 2012. With the Sea Lancer thing, where you banish and you can equip the frog to this Sea Lancer, and it can attack multiple times or something like that. In a TCG, at least, frog had that kind of meta, but I can't see it happening in Duel Links yet. And yeah, talking about cards, and he did activate Mausoleum, which we can use, but I don't think we should use. I mean, we don't even have to summon Blue Eyes at this point. We just set and just attack, you know. There's no reason not to. But he played quite an interesting deck. A Kidmodo Dragon, huh? So he probably have a blue eyes in his hand, which would be interesting, a blue eyes matchup. But we do have Kuribo, so that's good. Let's just see what he summoned though. I assume though it's gonna be blue eyes. Yeah, it's blue eyes. Because why would you play another card aside blue eyes? Yeah, I mean, talking about next set, it's gonna be a Gladiator Beast. If you guys have the time, you can check out my first video in this channel. I actually uploaded a Fire Fist Gladiator Beast deck. It was TCG deck, so it's not Duel Links. At the time, Duel Links doesn't exist yet. At that time, I think it was 2012 or so, 2012 or 13 when I uploaded that. Yeah, I did play TCG competitively for a couple of years, 2010 until 2013, where the meta was like Plant Synchro, XYZ was just released, so windups was a thing, Insectors, and then Dragon Rulers, and then Fire Fist, Atlanteans, the Mermails. Yeah, those were the period where I played competitively. I wasn't that competitive, I guess. I did attend couple of YCS in Europe. YCS Bochum I attended twice, and also YCS Prague. So yeah, I won't say I'm that hardcore competitive, but I do play competitively for that period of time. But then again, in Europe, we don't have that many YCS in compared to like in the US. For example, we only have like 6, I think 6 or 7 maximum in a year. So not that many YCS happening in Europe in compared to US. So yeah, and yeah, check out my video if you would like to see what Gladiator Beast is or what Fire Fist is, because I did saw some Fire Fist card on the next box, but nothing too big. I think it was the big monster, the tribute monster that no one used. I think the smaller monster is really too strong for Duel Links right now. Also the 10 key Fire Formation 10 key, I don't think it will be released yet, at least maybe not in a couple of months. I don't know how fast the power creep in Duel Links will be, but let's see how it is in the future. You never know these kind of things with power creep, you know, with Konami and Yu-Gi-Oh in general. But if you do play or notice or follow TCG or /OCG Yu-Gi-Oh, the thing with power creep is that it's not always the new stuff are broken. I mean, of course they kind of do, but the old stuff were also broken. I mean, look at Dragon Rulers, or look at windups, look at Insectors. They even though Fire Fist was released, Merman was released, Insectors were still, or windup was still kind of popular until they actually like banned the actual card that makes them playable. Like they banned windup, the XYZ windup, what was it called again? Windup carrier that they banned in order to promote new packs, and that's what the TCG does. And that's the thing about banlist and Konami, is that for Konami, banlist is not the thing that they use to balance the game. Not always. Maybe 10% of the time, 90% of the time they use banlist to promote new box, you know, to promote new content. So they hit old content so that people can't play it anymore, so that people have to buy new stuff, and then rinse and repeat, you know. Every time they're gonna release new stuff, they ban old stuff, and people move on, people buy new stuff, and that's it. The cycle continues, and that's one of the reasons why I actually quit TCG, because I just can't handle spending 300 euros every month. That's the amount of money that I have to pay in order to be competitive in Yu-Gi-Oh TCG. You know, I have to pay, not pay, I guess, I need to buy cards at least 300 euro per month, because the meta is just that fast, And with Duel Links, I guess you can kind of see this kind of trend already. I mean, the fact that they already start with the banlist, not the banlist, I guess the limited and semi-limited list with Red Eye Spirit, Champions Vigilance, and also what's the other card again? Cyber Angels. I do see the trend. I mean, if it continue in the future, well, Duel Links equals TCG/OCG 2.0. Then maybe if the meta shift too fast, then I guess a lot of people would just quit at that point. In the OCG, they actually try to reduce the amount of forbidden and limited and semi-limited. So that's why they keep errata, new card, old cards, old broken card. They errata it. Errata is basically, they change the effects. Like Demok, Dark Magician of Chaos, was not how it is right now. Right now it's just once per turn. Before it doesn't have any limitation, and right now I think it's activate its effect by the end of the turn. Before it's on the moment it's summoned, so it was a lot more broken. And yeah, that's what they do in the OCG. They errata old cards, make it less broken in order to reduce the amount of forbidden and limited and semi-limited lists. And that's why I like. That's one thing that I like about Duel Links, is that you don't have this list. Before, you only have this one card, one cancer card, which is Restructure Revolution, which is 100% understandable to be on the list. But something like, okay, Champion Vigilance is arguable, to be honest, but something like Red Eye Spirit or Cyber Angel Ritual, it's like kind of iffy, because unlike in real life TCG, in Duel Links, Konami can kinda or soft semi-limit or limit a card by making it only available through, say, level up rewards or through event rewards. So they don't give full amount. So they can, make Red Eye Spirit, for example, only a level up reward for Joey, for example. But the fact that they make it fully accessible, also Champions Vigilance also usable in Red Eye's deck, obviously. But the fact that they make it accessible, fully accessible, you can use free Vigilance, you can use free Spirit, and then in conjunction, they sell a box with a Red Eyes card, Red Eyes Wyvern that people do use, and also Red Eyes Zombie that people use, 3 of them. And also Gozuki, I guess in some variants. The fact that they sell box in conjunction of people having free reign of access of this card, and then proceed to ban it, or not ban, but limited or semi-limited it just a couple months later. For me, it's just it's kind of a shady business practice, I guess, and this kind of business practice is what makes me quit TCG in the first place. So I know what direction Duel Links will take, but if the trend continues like this, I guess we will see a reduced amount of people who will play Duel Links in the future, because when the meta shifts too fast, like for example, I know how fast the meta shift right now. If the meta shift too fast, people can't keep up. Free players can't keep up, and the majority of the people who play Duel Links are free players, me included. Wink, wink. So yeah, if the meta does shift too hard, either by introducing too fast of a power creep in a new box, or by using the forbidden list in order to make old stuff less relevant, like they try to make Cyber Angel less relevant, or they try to make Red Eyes less relevant in order to promote new stuff. It's basically what they do in the TCG, it's nothing new. So if you do this, if you dislike TCG, Yu-Gi-Oh TCG because of this reason, in Duel Links, it's starting to get to that point. I guess this is kind of the start, you know, this ban list. I see it as a start of a new thing. This is the direction that they want to take, I guess, because to be honest, Champions region only too strong because Red Eyes was that spammable. Because of Red Eye Spirit was that spammable. So in my opinion, this situation they just handled it poorly. Why not just release, because Champions Regions was released in the initial phase of Duel Links, I guess, so why not just make Red Eye Spirit, who were introduced later, a lot harder to, not a lot harder, but you know, make it somewhat semi-limited in a sense that the people can only get one of them, or people can only get two of them, you know? Why make it fully accessible, sell a box with Red Eye support, and then proceed to limit it? You know, it's just scummy. That's one of the reasons why people called Konami Komani, right? Because they just keep, you know, milking your money. To be fair, they are a business, but you know, some business practices like this, I consider it shady. Shout out to Shady Penguin. A lot of love for him. But yeah, this is just my honest opinion about this Konami in general, how they do things in TCG. So yeah, hopefully Duel Links won't be like that, even though it kinda starting to, but let's just hope. And back to our game, we are playing against Red Eyes, you know? Talk of the Devil. And it doesn't look too good. He just activated his second spirit, so I assume we're gonna have Vigilance, I guess. Let's just activate Kaibaman and see what he got. It's chainable on activation, so wow! Ultimate Providence, really good card. We pretty much lose at this point. Yeah. Red Eye is pretty good deck, but the new set's looking pretty bright as well. I mean, I'm looking forward to play that Gladiator Beast, but it's a big box, so it's kind of costly for free-to players like me. Yeah, damn, he's getting his third spirit. So he's playing like us. No forbidden list whatsoever in mind, just straight up abuse. And we're gonna lose this one to Red Eyes. Not bad. Yeah. And let's just move to the next duel. Let's forget this one loss. I think we lost twice so far in our list. 1L was straight up from Konami, though we didn't even get to play that 1L. And 1L was just now from the Red Eyes players, which is not bad. Right now we're gonna play against Dinosaur, so Rex Rapture. So far this deck is doing kind of okay-ish. To be fair, we were in silver and gold, so I mean, what do you expect, right? Okay, all right. I haven't seen Rex for a while. I mean, even during the WCQ, Rex already wasn't relevant. So I'm kind of curious to see what he plays. And we do draw our xing and Hu, which is good because Rex deck usually have a lot of back rows. I mean the old classic. Oh, this is the Bastion Dinosaur deck, the one with the Oxygeddon, Hydrogeddon, and whatnot. It's kind of interesting. All right, let's see. He just set one card though, so that's kind of too bad for us. Let's see whether whether his set card is chainable or not. It is chainable. So it's something like Mirwall or Econ maybe, or Metalmorph, also a pretty popular card. I guess Super Rush Headlong also a thing. But let's just go for it, because no reason not to. You know, people say you can't make money from scare money. So you gotta take a risk. Sometimes you play it safe, but most of the time you gotta take a risk sometimes. By the way, this video is taking too long in my opinion. Maybe I should turn off the lines, character lines, for next video. Yeah. Let's see what he does. And right now is pretty good because he does set 2 cards, so we can activate our xing and target those 2 cards. So it's pretty good for us. Our patience kinda pays off, I guess. Even though I talk about all those scare money thing, in the end I didn't even attack. No, because we did have xing, so it's better for us to wait a bit. Nice, finally we draw our Vigilance. The thing about our video right now is that even though in the title I would say, you know, abuse Vigilance, triple Vigilance, but the fact is we didn't even draw more than 1 Vigilance. I feel kinda I feels like I'm clickbaiting you guys. Yeah, I mean, okay, it's a man-eater bug, but good luck, boy. We got that Vigilance. It's good that we didn't attack into man-eater bug though, because Vigilance we can't Vigilance man-eater bug if during his flip effect, during the during the damage step we can activate Champion's Vigilance, so that's good. So he just gave up right there, and I think how many duels we did so far? At least 5, including the automatic L. We did win at least 3 times, right? Yeah, 1 L, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we won 4 times, lost 1 time, I guess kinda 2 times. Not too bad, I guess, but then again we were still in silver, so silver / gold 1. So besides, the Vigilance wasn't even that relevant. It's just straight up blue eyes beat down. And yeah, that will be it for today. Thank you so much for you guys, if you still stick around until the end. And yeah, this deck is quite fun, I guess. Still, I guess we didn't see much of a Vigilance. Feels kind of clickbaity, but thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much for listening me rambling, and see you guys next time. Bye.